Hey guys, it's KP here. Glad you're watching another video of mine. And what a morning it is. The day after India's fantastic T20 World Cup glory. Well done, India. Absolutely magnificent. Before the T20 World Cup started, I had predicted India to win the T20 World Cup. This was not based on them being on home soil or so on. It was based on the brand of cricket these boys have been playing for the last couple of years, which they have taken it to the next level. Let alone being the best T20 team within the last few years, they have just taken T20 to the next level, and now you would there's no argument that this Indian T20 team are not only the champions, but they're the greatest T20 team of all time, with the amount of fearlessness and pride and integrity and everything that this team stands for. Just fantastic, you know. I've really enjoyed watching the Indian team play right throughout the World Cup. Yes, there were few hiccups. The first game against USA, I just didn't think India summed up the conditions well enough, but Captain Surya Kumar Yadav played a magnificent innings to get India over the line in that game. There was a hiccup in the South Africa game which they lost, but that was a really good wake up call actually, because that changed the combination of the team. Just something that needed, and it happened at the right moment. So really, well done to the Indian team management for sorting that balance out as well, because it's not easy to do at the start or at towards the middle of the tournament, but they did that really well, India, and it really worked out for them. So yeah, look, I think you know, I think there was a bit of criticism the way India started the T20 World Cup, the way they were batting. But look, apart from the South African game, which India had a shocker, I was pretty happy with the way they batted overall. I think you got to be really frank and brutally honest. You're not going to blast scores every single time you go out there to bat. Sometimes you got to assess the condition. And a perfect example I thought was at the Colombo for Pakistan game, which it wasn't the easiest of surface to bat on, but India still got more than a respectable total, and that kind of a total is worth 250, 300 on that kind of a wicket. So I thought India batted really well in that game, and so that was one example which sometimes you just have to look at the condition, and India did that fantastically well. And then you know, then you move into the business end of the tournament, the one with, you know, when it really mattered. Frankly speaking, India came to a situation which they had to win all basically 4 games to become champions. Zimbabwe, West Indies, England, and then New Zealand in the final, and they did that. They blasted Zimbabwe out 253. India scored against England semi-final. It was probably one of the best games of the tournament, one of the best T20 games of all time as well, and credit to both India and England in that game. India scored 253 in the semi-final, somewhere around there I believe, yeah, and England managed 246, so 7-run win for India. But I think the way India batted, and just knowing to go extra bit harder, which India did on that kind of a track, was fantastic to watch. And look, it really was fantastic win at the end. People will say Bumrah was the key man. He of course he was, but that's not just the reason that India had a success throughout the World Cup, right? any team that has a key player would play a key part. But I thought people like Hardik Pandya bowled well in patches, Akshay Patel bowled well in patches, Arshdeep Singh. So look, I think they all put their hands up throughout the World Cup as a bowling unit, so which was good to watch. So as an Indian cricket fan, cannot complain really at all. It's something that you'd expect from this Indian team, and they delivered. It is just frankly that. But the man I really, really want to talk about is Sanju Samson. Wow. Um, you look at it, basically four must-win games for, well, let's say three must-win games for India because his great patch started against the West Indies. 97 not out, saw India over the line at Calcutta against the Windies. You know, the fantastic match-winning knock against England, 87 or something like that, and in the final, 87. So three big games for India and three games he delivered. He's had an up and down career, but that was a redemption of all redemptions for Sanju Samson. You know, not easy coming back into the team midway through the tournament, but he did that, and that South Africa defeat, which was good for the team to just look at the combination. He got Sanju Samson back in the team, and the rest is history, as they say. So fantastic, well done Sanju Samson. Abhishek Sharma, the best T20 batter in the world, had a shocker, but in the final, first 6 overs he killed the game basically. And yeah, look, kudos to him. 50 of 18 balls, I think fastest T20 one, or the joint fastest of the tournament. So fastest 50. So well done to Abhishek Sharma. Thoroughly deserved that in the final, I feel, after everything he's gone through to the tournament. And yeah, so fair play to him. You know, Tilak Verma batted really well in patches. Shivam Dubey, the man, whenever you need him, he stood up really well, playing important knocks at important times for India. Hardik Pandya had his moments, both with the bat and ball, more so I would say with the ball, just at times, and as a leader in the field, even though he's not the captain, Surya Kumar Yadav, but you could see Pandya just really raving the team up when it really, really mattered in the field. Perfect example in the England semi-final. So it was really, really good, and it was a thoroughly deservedly performance by India. I did say before the tournament started that India will win the T20 World Cup, and I think my prediction yet again has become correct. And you know, this team thoroughly deserves it, because it's not easy just to go out in high pressure situations, to go out and play the way they've been playing in bilateral series. But I think when it really mattered, they stood up and they played that brand of cricket, and kudos to them. And I think at times when conditioned they had to adapt, such as the Colombo, Pakistan, I said, they did that. So I think this is a complete Indian T20 team, the greatest of all time, thoroughly deserve it. Surya Kumar Yadav as captain, very well done. Maybe not got the runs and fluency he would have liked with the bat, but as a skipper you've been fantastic, and you yet again have delivered, you know, as a captain on in the biggest of stages. You've done it in bilateral, now you've done it in the T20 World Cup. India, the first team to win a home T20 World Cup, first team to win back-to-back T20 titles, and that's the third consecutive ICC trophies. So you had the 2024 2020 World Cup, 2025 Champions Trophy, and now 2026 T20 World Cup. And that's just adding to Indian cricket dominance. You look at the Indian women's team, under 19s, T20 champions, Indian women's senior team, 50 overs one day world champions, and under 19 boys, ODI under 19s World Cup champions. So Indian cricket at the moment is dominating in white ball cricket, and I'm absolutely loving it in all forms, the way they're doing it at the moment in white ball cricket. And when I mean by all forms, I mean women, colts, senior level. So fantastic India, very well done, and may it continue. That's all guys, take care, KP.